All right, guys, I was at Harbor Freight here a couple weeks ago and I seen this little carving tool, and I've always wanted to kind of try that, and I've been kind of wanting like a candy dish looking bowl to put keys in, put candy in, put whatever you want in. And I seen this, and I've seen some guys do some of this stuff on YouTube before, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna give that a shot. And I got this thing right here, and it is solid steel. I don't know what that thing weighs, but it's very heavy. It feels just like you're running your finger across a cheese grater on the front, but those holes are not, or those teeth are not hollow, they're solid steel. Now, granted, I am doing this on cedar, but hold on just a second, let me get this in my other hand here. But it will, let me turn this thing on. Now that is just a second there, and it's, you know, that's already fairly deep dish. I don't know how well you can see just what I got there, but it's really sharp and it works pretty good. Now I was just holding on with that with one hand. I wouldn't recommend doing that because that little sucker can bite in pretty good. And this is cedar, so it's soft and it doesn't really bite into it real hard. But I thought, well, I want to try making me something. So I got me this old log. It's just a part of a piece of cedar slab that I had. It's still got the whole other side of it's live edge. I went out there and got me a piece of that and got my saw and I just whacked off a chunk of it. And I took it to the bandsaw, marked it the way I wanted it. And this side is live edge. And like I said, I just kind of cut it off and made the ends of it a little bit round, and rounded everything over, tried to round everything really good. And then I took it and dished the inside of it and got it to where it was pretty thin here. It's on this side over here, it's less than an inch on this side, and stopped there. And then I took 40 grit sandpaper and kind of rounded everything, rounded these edges, and I'm gonna do some more on it. Did a bunch of rounding on it. And then I took 100 grit sandpaper and went over that and got some more of it done. And you know, I did that in probably 20 minutes. I think it looks pretty good. There's some cracks in this wood. Like I said, this is just some old scrap stuff. There's a crack right here, and there's a knot right here, and there's a knot hole right there, and there's a crack or two across the back, and a knot hole right here, and some worm holes right here. And I'm gonna mix me up some black epoxy. I'm gonna blow this thing off real good, get all the stuff out of these and out of these that I can with my air compressor. And see, there's a little crack right there, and I'm gonna fill all these. And then I am going to let her set, and maybe come back out here this evening. I can fill them again, and then tomorrow after I get off work, maybe I can flip it over and do the other side, and then do the finish sanding. But that's just 100 grit, and I'll take it to probably 220, depending on what kind of finish I want to put on it. I might buy me some more Rubio Monocoat, but I love that product. But man, it's expensive. It's real expensive, but it sure does work great. But yeah, I've been out here making me one. I come outside because I knew I was gonna be making a big mess, and as you can see, I got a lot of sawdust down there on the ground. But yeah, I just used that, and I used my sander, and that's all I used on it. I was using my little plane there on a different project, and that's nothing but just a scrap piece of wood. That's all that is. As you can see, I took that piece of wood right there, I cut this piece off at one end, cut that off the other end, and that's just scrap. And I think it just really turned out slick. I think a guy could sell those. But anyways, this one is gonna go to my cabin as soon as I get through with it. Well, you guys have a great day, and thank you so much for checking in with me. I hope maybe you might go out and try something different. I love to do that. Y'all take care. Thanks for checking in. Bye-bye.